Good afternoon, all of you. Yes, good afternoon. Join fast. Okay. Welcome back, all of you. Okay. Because last 2 3 days I have not taken your class due to some network issue. Okay. So hope you have completed that class test, geography class test, and today I will send that question answers also, last lesson, geography last lesson. So that also you have to complete it. Okay. So students, we will start today's new chapter, that is history. Ashoka, the emperor who gave up the war. Okay. Next chapter we are going to start history. Okay, the Ashoka, the emperor who gave up the war. So first we have to, as usual, we have to understand the topic. Okay, introduction. So in this chapter, Ashoka, the emperor who gave up the war, that means one first we will talk about the Roshan one girl. Okay, about that girl first we will learn that Roshan has actually from her grandfather he has given 101 minute. Okay, Roshan means he has means on her birthday, her grandfather gave him money. So when he saw that money, obviously, whenever our birthday is there, so your parents or grandparents they are giving us some gift, है ना? हम आपको gift देते हैं. Similarly, Roshan's grandfather also he has given a note 10 rupees. So when she observed that note, so in that two things it was there. In that one that the Gandhiji's image it is there, and the second thing is that emblem, the horse jo emblem diya. So why I am talking about this, because with this emblem only it is connectivity is there from this chapter. है ना, जो एम्बलम है अभी हमारे कंट्री का जो नेशनल एम्बलम जो हम बोलते हैं उस एम्बलम से इस लेसन का कनेक्टिविटी है, दैट्स व्हाई आई एम टेलिंग यू. ओके, सो ये एम्बलम किस कहाँ का है? ये एम्बलम एक्चुअली जो है वो अशोका जो एम्परर थे उनके एम्परर के स्पीलर में वो एम्बलम था, मीन्स वो फिगर था, और वहां से फिर उसको लेके आके आप देखोगे कि वो अभी हमारे करेंसीज में है. आप कोई कोर्ट में उसमें चले जाओ, वहां पर भी आपको इस एम्बलम का, नेशनल एम्बलम का इमेज आपको दिखेगा. दैट्स व्हाई आई एक्सप्लेन फर्स्ट दिस. So actually we will relate this chapter with our previous chapter also. Why? Because we are reading ancient history. Okay, so in that ancient history up till now, whatever we have covered, that first we will see. So up till now we have covered the Stone Age, like timeline. If we will see the timeline, so here first we have already discussed about the Stone Age people, then gathering, how they are moving from one place to another place, then how they are gathering the food. So so that is Stone Age, right? So that means Stone Age, and that is 2 million years ago. Okay, so what we will see, the 2 million years ago. Years ago. Okay. So now after that, what we have discussed about the Vedic period. हमने उसके बाद क्या देखा? Vedic period. We have discussed about that Vedic period, and that is also nearly 1500 BC. कितना? 1500 BC. हमने पढ़ा है ना, जितने भी वेदास के बारे में हम लोग ने पढ़ा है ना, ऋग वेदा, सम वेदा, यजुर्वेदा, है ना, अथर्ववेदा, all that. So that is only known as a Vedic period. So that is 1500 BC. BC is BCE. That means before common era, है ना, Christ era. मतलब ये सारी चीज जो है सब before के, and here Christ birth, है ना. So this is here जो अगर हम देखेंगे यहाँ से जो पीरियड होता है वो Christ birth के पहले. So these are about all this thing, ancient history, that means before Christ birth. So that's why BCE, common era, before common era. That is actually known as. So then after that we have this, see the Mahajanpadas and a political system. Slowly we have discussed about the political system. That means Janpadas, Mahajanpadas. Second, then first city development, that means the Mohenjo-daro. About that also we have. So like this we have. So अगर हम अभी देखें तो अभी जो अशोका's lesson, this lesson, that means we have reached middle, ancient period के एकदम middle में हम अभी आ गए. That means अभी जो है emperor, पहले छोटे छोटे kingdoms हुआ करते थे, अब हम पढ़ेंगे बड़े बड़े empire के बारे में. ठीक है, मगधा जो है first empire जो हम लोग, about that we will discuss. So that's why I have discussed. Means that connectivity, you should know that all these lessons are connected with each other, है ना. जितने भी lessons हमने पढ़े हैं वो सारे lessons जो है एक दूसरे से connected है. That's why I told. Okay. So now first topic, that is a very big kingdom is equal to an empire. The first topic is a very big kingdom, very big kingdom is equal to an empire. Now here you should know about what is kingdom and why empire. Okay, kingdom means what and empire means what. अब तक हमने सिर्फ किंगडम के बारे में पढ़ा था, हमने अभी तक एम्पायर के बारे में पढ़ा ही नहीं था. ठीक है, हमने किसके बारे में पढ़ा था? किंगडम के बारे में पढ़ा था. Why all this in कक्षा? अब तुम एक तो लाइव क्लासेस में आते नहीं हो. लाइव क्लासेस में आने के बाद why you have written all this question when again exam is there, how many marks? Whenever exam is there, we will inform you why you should asking all these things. Give concentration in this. He will not never attending the classes, and again when he will attend, he will ask all this rubbish question. So a very big kingdom is equal to an empire. So we should know about the difference between a kingdom and empire. Kingdom means kya and an empire means what. So this only we are going to first learn. This is the first topic. Okay. So that means kingdom. We know that kingdom अब तक हमें, that means from here that political structure set up, है ना. यहाँ से हमने क्या स्टार्ट किया लर्न करना किंगडम. किंगडम मीन्स नॉट मोर अ स्मॉल किंगडम, प्रोविंसेस. ओके, स्मॉल किंगडम. दैट मीन्स पॉलिटिकल स्ट्रक्चर स्टार्टेड, है ना. पॉलिटिकल सेटल जो है वहां पर वो स्टार्ट हो गया था. दैट मीन्स एक राजा होगा, देन सोल्जर्स होंगे, आर्मी होंगे, दिस रेवेन्यू. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट known as the kingdom. छोटा जनपदास, है ना. हमने देखा ना जनपदास, महाजनपदास. So this is all about that. So political structure. Then now next is an empire. Empire means जो है बड़ा, एम्पायर मीन्स किंगडम से भी ज्यादा बड़ा, दैट इज ओनली नोन एज एन एम्पायर. ओके, सो here we will see Sarnath, because we are talking about Ashoka here, so we should know about that Sarnath. Okay, because where that first kingdom was, then Stupa, and then Ashoka. All these things are related with each other. Sarnath, Stupa, and Ashoka. So that means Ashoka was one of the greatest ruler known as history. अगर हम history में देखेंगे, Ashoka was the very means famous, or we can say a great leader, great ruler in a history. Okay. So on his instruction, inscriptions were inscribed on pillar as well as on rock surface. See, before that, in first chapter, I told you about the inscriptions and manuscript. See, in history, how we are running all these things, or those who have written all these things, how they came to know. The resources means what are that, whatever it is written there in the manuscript or inscription. Inscriptions जो है सबसे पहले जो है अशोका ने स्टार्ट किया था. क्या? उसने अपना जो भी उसने जो हिस्ट्री था, उसने वो पूरा पिलर जो थे, उसके जो एम्पायर थे, उस पिलर में फुल एंग्रेव किया हुआ था. उसका इंटेंशन क्या था उसके पीछे? वो ये चाहता था कि अगर मैं ना रहूं, पर मेरे जो नेक्स्ट जनरेशन जो है वो भी वो इंस्क्राइब जो चीज मैंने किया है, मैंने लाइफ में अचीव किया और मैंने सैक्रिफाइस किया, वो एवरीथिंग ही हैज रिटन इन दैट, इंस्क्राइब्ड इन दैट pillar, so that my children, my grandchildren, whenever they will read all these things, so they will understand. So this is the means एक we can say historians को एक बहुत अच्छा resources मिला, उससे भी उनको बहुत मीन्स कुछ लिखने के लिए जो है वो बेनिफिट हुआ. और जो कुछ भी हम पढ़ रहे हैं एक्चुअल हिस्ट्री हम बोल सकते हैं हाफ हम लोग पढ़ रहे हैं. क्यों? क्योंकि देखो उस पीरियड में ना ही हिस्टोरियंस थे, ना ही मैं थी, ना ही आप थे, कोई भी नहीं था, है ना. बट जो भी रिसोर्सेज जो आर्कियोलॉजिस्ट को जो मिला, या जो भी उनको मैन्युस्क्रिप्ट या जिससे भी उनको जो रिसोर्सेज मिला, उससे ही उन्होंने लिखा. एक्चुअल जो है वो हमको भी नहीं पता, किसी को भी नहीं पता, ठीक है. बट अशोका के बारे में ये सबसे मतलब बोल सकते हैं कि हमको बहुत रियल कुछ इंफॉर्मेशन मिला, क्योंकि उन्होंने सब चीज जो है वो इंस्क्राइब किया हुआ अपने पिलर्स में. उसका जो वो था एम्पायर था, उसमें उन्होंने पूरा इंस्क्राइब किया हुआ था. तो जो चीज आज भी आप अगर विजिट करोगे सरनाथ वगैरह में, तो वहां पर आपको वो सारे इंस्क्राइब किया हुआ चीज है. क्यों? क्योंकि वो पूरा हार्ड सरफेस पे इंस्क्राइब किया हुआ था. ओके, so that's why Ashoka was one of the greatest ruler known to our history, and on his instruction inscriptions were inscribed on pillars as well as on rock surface. Okay. Now kingdom and empire. Now first we will discuss about the Mauryan Empire. Now Mauryan Empire, actually, if we will, who's first set up that Mauryan Empire established? Chandragupta Maurya. Mauryan Empire, if we will see, Mauryan Empire, who set up this, established this? That is Chandragupta Maurya. Chandragupta Maurya. Okay, Chandragupta Maurya means grandfather of Ashoka. Ashoka's grandfather, Chandragupta Maurya. तो सबसे पहले मौर्यन एम्पायर जो है वो कौन सेटअप किया था? चंद्रगुप्ता मौर्य. मीन्स नियरली 312 to 185 BC, है ना. 312 to 185 BC, इन दैट टाइम पीरियड इसमें जो है मौर्यन एम्पायर जो है एस्टैब्लिश हुआ था कहां पर, मगधा। ओके, फुल एस्टैब्लिश उन्होंने किया था कहां पर, मगध। ओके, supported of Mauryan Empire set up that who supported for this Kautilya, or we can say Chanakya. Okay, मौर्यन एम्पायर को सेटअप करने के लिए, एस्टैब्लिश करने के लिए किसने हेल्प किया था, चाणक्य ने। चाणक्य वाज आल्सो नोन एज कौटिल्य, उनको और दूसरे नाम से भी जाना जाता है, दैट इज कौटिल्य। कौटिल्य से भी उनको जाना जाता है, ठीक है। एंड अबाउट चंद्रगुप्त मौर्य एम्पायर, everything, each and everything, Chanakya, he has written one book, Arthashastra. He has written one book, Arthashastra. In that book, everything he has written about that Mauryan Empire. How he has set up. Actually, Magadha, you know, in the previous chapter, we have already discussed about that Bimbisara, Ajatasattu, है ना? उस टाइम में उन्होंने किंगडम, वो क्या था, किंगडम था, ठीक है। महापद्मानंदा, ओके, महापद्मानंद बिंबिसार एंड अजातशत्रु के बाद महापद्मानंदा जो है वो आया। एंड चाणक्य he was there at that time when Mahapadmananda, when he was the ruler at that time, Chanakya was there. So Chanakya, he was knowing everything about that Magadha. Then one day that Mahapadmananda, he insulted Chanakya and Chanakya left his kingdom. Okay, उन्होंने उसका किंगडम को छोड़ दिया। एंड देन चंद्रगुप्ता, ही सपोर्टेड टू चंद्रगुप्ता मौर्य, एंड देन चंद्रगुप्ता मौर्य टेक ऑफ दिस मगध। समझ में आया? मतलब देखो किस तरह से मगधा जो है चंद्रगुप्त मौर्य ने एस्टैब्लिश को एम्पायर, पहले किंगडम था, किंगडम से वो क्या बना, एक एम्पायर बना। तो हमने उस टाइम पे कौन से उस हरियंका डायनेस्टीज के बारे में हम लोग पढ़ रहे थे, है ना, जिसमें बिंबिसार, अजातशत्रु, इन्होंने रूल किया। उसके बाद महापद्मानंदा ने, हमने प्रीवियस चैप्टर में पढ़ा, महापद्मानंदा जब रूलर थे उस टाइम पे चाणक्य जो थे उनके सपोर्टर्स थे, मतलब उनके कोर्ट पे वो काम करते थे। बट उन्होंने एक बार उनको इंसल्ट किया, तब उन्होंने वो छोड़ दिया उनका, और वो चंद्रगुप्त मौर्य को सपोर्ट करने लगे। और उनको सब पता था, और उनके सपोर्ट से चंद्रगुप्त मौर्य ने टेक ओवर किया किसका, मगधा को, और उसको फिर एस्टैब्लिश करते 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 वो एक एम्पायर बन गया। अब मौर्यन एम्पायर जो है, दैट इज आल्सो थ्री रूलर, दैट चंद्रगुप्त मौर्य, देन बिंदुसार एंड देन अशोक, थ्री। हियर डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज्ड, that is Bimbisar and here Bindusar. Bindusar father of Ashoka, है ना, Ashoka's father। Bindusar जो है वो कौन थे, Ashoka's के father। Okay, so everything, actually all this thing, it is written one book, that book's name is Arthashastra, that book name is Arthashastra, written by Chanakya। Arthashastra written by Chanakya. Okay, so Mauryan Empire, there were several cities in the empire, that is Patliputra, Taxila, Ujjain. Now in your textbook one map it is given there, देखो वहां पर map number 5 in textbook, map number 5। Okay, so in that map number 5, it is given there the Mauryan Empire, showing the principal city and some of the places where inscriptions were found. See, in each and everywhere, some of the city where inscriptions were found, one cities it is given there कि कहाँ पर उनके inscriptions वो जो थे। तो आप देख सकते हो कि मौर्यन एम्पायर जो है, जितने भी रेड डॉट्स आप देख रहे हो वहां पर, तो ये रामपुरवा हो गया, गुर्जारा हो गया, लंपका हो गया, सो ये पूरा खंडर। सी मौर्यन एम्पायर जो है नॉट ओनली इन इंडिया, इंडिया के बाहर भी अफगानिस्तान सारा जो है पाकिस्तान उस एरिया में, फिर इधर साउथ वेस्ट जो है वहां पर भी म्यांमार, ये सारे कंट्रीज को भी उन्होंने एस्टैब्लिश किया था मौर्यन एम्पायर। ठीक है। So, once we will read about full that, the lion that we see on the notes and coins have a long history. They were carved in a stone and placed on top of a massive stone pillar at the Sarnath. Why I am talking about the Sarnath? Because it was there in the Sarnath, this lion, that bull and all this, it was there. So Ashoka was one of the greatest rulers known to history, and on his instruction, inscriptions were carved on pillar as well as on rock surface. So before we find out what was written in this inscription, let's see why his kingdoms was called an empire. The empire that Ashoka ruled was founded by his grandfather Chandragupta Maurya more than 300 years ago. Chandragupta Maurya was supported by wise man named Chanakya or Kautilya. Okay. So many of Chanakya's ideas were written in a book called Artha Shastra. So there were several cities in the empire marked with the black dots on the map, and in that map only, map number 5, some black dots are there, that is Patliputra, Ujjain, to then Taxila. So these three cities, mainly we can say, three cities were there. So that is Patliputra. There were several cities in the empire: Patliputra, Taxila, and Ujjain. Okay. So Taxila was the gate. Taxila अगर हम बोलेंगे, so north west. Taxila अगर हम देखेंगे तो वो कौन से डायरेक्शन से आएगा? वो नॉर्थ वेस्ट डायरेक्शन. From where? From north west direction. Okay. So if suppose that and if we will see, so Taxila will come from this direction, northwest जो है पूरा इस डायरेक्शन में Taxila जो है, यहाँ पर आपको Taxila मिल जाएगा. अफगानिस्तान पाकिस्तान जो है वहां पर. So Taxila was gate to the northwest, including Central Asia. Now northwest including Central Asia, then here the Central Asia, that means Ujjain. सेंट्रल एशिया अगर हम देखेंगे तो वो पूरा पार्ट जो है वो लेंगे. देन उज्जैन ले ऑन द रूट फ्रॉम नॉर्थ टू साउथ इंडिया. नाउ उज्जैन अगर हम देखेंगे यहाँ पर, दैट इज मध्य प्रदेश, यू नो वेरी वेल, मध्य प्रदेश, यहाँ पर उज्जैन जो है आपको वहां पर मिल जाएगा. एंड उज्जैन दैट इज ऑन द रूट फ्रॉम नॉर्थ टू साउथ, दैट मीन्स from north to south, from this part, from this direction, from here to south, from downwards, from north to south. Okay. And merchants, officials, and craft person probably lived in this city. That means that Taxila, Ujjain, and Patliputra. So all these cities who used to live, all the merchants, we can say, then officials and craft person, they used to live in these cities. Okay. Then dynasty means what? Dynasty means when members of the same family become the ruler. In case of Chandragupta Maurya, Mauryan dynasty, why it is called as a Mauryan Empire or Mauryan dynasty? Why? Because see, continuously, one by one, they are becoming the rulers. Okay, like Chandragupta Maurya, after Chandragupta Maurya, his son Bindusar. Okay, after Bindusar, Bindusar's son become a ruler, that means Ashoka. So the example it is given there, Mauryan dynasty. So that means when the members of the same family become the rulers, one after another, are known in the family, are known as a dynasty. Okay, the definition of dynasty is the member of the same family become the ruler one by one, is known as a dynasty. For example, Mauryan dynasty, take Mughal Empire. Mughal also like that. One by one, continuously, the rulers. When you will go in 7th standard, at that time you will learn about that Gupta dynasty. Okay, Samudragupta, Chandragupta. So all this Gupta dynasty means एक father के बाद उनके son, उनके बाद उनके son. So that is one by one family members becoming the rulers. Okay, so this is all about that dynasty. So that means a very big जो है kingdom कैसे empire बना, means छोटा kingdom को उन्होंने क्या किया, expand किया. So that's why a kingdom, Magadha was first itself kingdom, but as a Chandragupta Mauryan, what they have done, expand their kingdom. Okay, उन्होंने धीरे धीरे वो expand किया. तो जैसे जैसे उन्होंने expand किया, वो क्या बन गया, एक empire बन गया. किंगडम से वो क्या बना, एम्पायर. ठीक है. सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट दैट Mauryan, sorry, a very big kingdom and empire. Okay, so thank you all of you and read the lesson. Okay.